Okay, so let's revisit this scene from the day before, whatever that was. I don't know what day we're doing this. Probably Monday or from Friday. And we are going to learn how to add effects to a scene. So if you still have your camera animating, you can go ahead and get rid of those keyframes because we don't need it to animate this time. But what we do need to do is zoom in on the fire. Ooh, look at that lovely fire. What we're going to do is we're going to add an effect to this fire. So there's a couple things we need to do first. So let's go to my Fire FX peg and open that up, and you see this Fire FX group. So what I want to do is I want to hold shift and select this Fire FX yellow, Fire FX orange, and we're going to right click on it and say, we're going to find what we're going to do. Group selection with composite. So we're just going to separate them from the rest of the fire because we only want to affect the fire. We don't want to affect the ash and stuff under it. All right. So we're going to select this group and we're going to add a new peg to it. All right. So we've got that all separated out. So let's go to the node library. And we want to find a box blur out of here. If you look over in my hierarchy, I already have it. So I'm just going to pull that out so we can see me actually find it here in the node library. So just type in blur in the search and you're going to find blur box and just drag that into the node view. All right. So we have this blur box. And now I want to connect it to the fire. So I'm going to hold Alt and I'm going to connect it to my fire. So now we have that blur box in there. In order to make it blur, I need to click on the yellow box here on the node. That is the layer properties. And I'm going to set the radius of the blur to 2. So I did that, but it looks like nothing happened, and that's because we actually need to render it. So what we need to do to make this view look like a render is we need to go to these buttons down here on the camera. Remember where we find the light table and all that stuff? You're going to find this blue flower, and you're going to click that. And now you can see a preview of what was rendered. Let me go back to my timeline and you can see that we rendered out this flame. Okay, it's not supposed to touch the black part. Maybe it's parented incorrectly. There we go. So there we have it, our fire. And if we want to go back to regular, you click on this gray flower or snowflake to go back to OpenGL view. All right, so that's today's daily, putting a effect on something.